On the air. Yep, we are on the air. Live stream coverage here of the Fanshield 500 at Phoenix International Raceway. Well, formerly known as Phoenix International Raceway, and then formerly known as ISM Raceway. So now it's back to Phoenix Raceway. But nevertheless, we qualified 12th. We're going to start 11th. We got a driver going to the rear that had a good qualifying position. Let's see what we can do here in this one. 312 miles, 312 laps, 500 kilometers. We got the steering wheel here in this one. Ryan Newman is the driver going to the rear of the field. Kyle Busch on the pole. Eric Almirola also starting at the rear of the field. So let's see. Kyle Busch might be the guy to beat here in this one.
Alright, be smart out there. Going green.
At least we're starting on the inside now. The green flag's in the air. We're going to try to get through these shifts right out of the gate. This track is known for crazy restarts since the reconfiguration. We got 75 laps in the first stage of the race. Quickly on the brakes, 3 wide going into turn 1. When we're short track racing here on this 1 mile racetrack, it makes all these restarts even more dicier. Add in the 750 horsepower back for this race as well. Look at this, just scrambling around for positions already here on the opening lap of the race. Looking to the inside, taking a really big dive into turns 1 and 2. Tried to make it 3 wide on William Byron and Kevin Harvick, but we're still going to stay alongside of William Byron off the exit of turn 2. Driving it in deep through turns 3 and 4, we're going to clear him. Byron now with the crossover move back underneath of us again. Oh, almost made contact there through the dog leg, and now Chase Elliott's going to get under. Slight contact with Byron. Byron goes around into the outside wall into turns 1 and 2, and caution is out for the first time already today. It only took to lap 3. Oh, man. So here we go again. Can restart in 11th, just where we started the race. We're going to get going once again here. Green flag back in the air. Get through the shifts a little bit better. But not quite. Look at us take the inside line there that time. And again, we were looking to go 3 wide through 1 and 2, but it didn't work that time. After that first caution with William Byron hitting the wall, we might see the aggressiveness die down in the early going of the race at least. As far as the restarts are considered, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just keep going for broke here. Another good restart though. We're up to 7th quickly. Oh, a little tight there getting into turn 1. Got on the brakes a little late. Trying to stay in the gas, slightly making contact with the wall. That's going to slow us down. De Benedetto, Menard will get on by. Chase Elliott looking to get around the outside now as we diving in way too early there into turns 1 and 2, and now we're struggling bad. And falling right back to 11th. Once again. Brad Keselowski leading laps here in this race right now. Despite Kyle Busch starting on the pole. Jimmy Johnson looking all over us for position. Oh, Jimmy threading the needle there late. A little bump, a little run. He's going to get on by for the 11th spot. Now we got our teammate Joey Logano to our inside. wants to run the top through 1 and 2. That's not going to work. I'm having great timing trying to get on the brakes here. Just not off to a good start in this one. Now we got Suarez door inside, and again getting tight into 1 and 2. Just making turns a little later than what I need to. Get the run off of turn 2 here, and we'll be able to stay in front of Kurt Busch now. We just got to get back in the rhythm. This is a difficult track to use with the steering wheel here. I consider it a short track, even though it is 1 mile long. It races exactly like a short track. Really flat. Weslowski pulling out to a pretty big lead here early on as well, at least over us. Oh, dove it in a little too deep there through 1 and 2. And look at Ty Dillon trying to make a move to the outside of us. Off of turns 1 and 2. That's pretty unbelievable here by Dillon as we go up the side draft in there for a quick moment. Trying to race these guys clean. Did we beat him back to the gas? We're still side by side for position. Now looking to the inside of Paul Menard. Battle for 14th. Can't quite clear Ty Dillon in the process, but now we're alongside Menard. So we're about to get into turns 1 and 2 again, driving it in really deep down to the inside. We're going to slide up right in front of Menard. Nice move, Blaney up to 14th. Looking at how can we pass this 95 car of Matt DiBenedetto right now. We look to his inside going into turn 3. It's a good start, getting the car pinned to that that yellow line on the inside.
Careful, still there.
Woo! Trying to catch our right rear corner panel to side draft us there. Now we're going to slide right in front of him. And look at Ty Dillon really throw it into turns 1 and 2 right behind us. He's going to move past Matt DiBenedetto as well. Lead once again. Big move through turns 1 and 2. Trying to catch Alex Bowman here in the 88 car. Can we clear him through 3 and 4? No, contact. Tried to clear him up in front. We were not cleared. And now we'll clear him out of the dog leg. Before we even get into turn 1. Look at Ty Dillon trying to follow us again. And get on by Bowman after we made that contact. I think it slowed us both down, especially Bowman though. We got the better end of what happened there. Joey Logano's been working on Chase Elliott for the 10th spot here lately. We're going to try to join the fray as well. Maybe we can move into the top 10. Logano holding the inside. We're going to go down there now.
Careful, still there.
Barely getting to his inside into the corner. Chase Elliott really locking the brakes down a little bit there. We had to slow up before we got into the back of him. So we're not able to pass Logano yet. Little bump to the back of the 22. It's not going to work. Taking too long to pass him. I mean, look at Ty Dillon in the 13 car closing in on us again. Big dive now through turns 1 and 2. 3 wide for a short moment. sorry, 3 and 4. The old 1 and 2. Woo!
Still there?
Still cannot clear Logano for the 11th spot. We are side by side. Likely trying to drive it in deep here into turns 3 and 4. We're going to get to the inside of Chase Elliott. Can we pass him? No. Same thing with Bowman. Contact is made as we try to clear. More contact now. Look at Ty Dillon to the inside of Logano for position behind us again.
You got room. You're clear. You got one peeking outside. You're all clear up top.
And now we will clear Elliott off of turn 2 for 10th. Ty Dillon trying to clear him as well for 11th. Dillon just following us as we try to pass some of these cars throughout the field. Got back in the gas a little too soon there. Got close to the wall. Carried a lot of speed off of turn 4 though. Staying in the gas. I think the fastest line around this place though is if you kind of enter the corner at least through 1 and 2 a little bit higher, diamond the corner off on exit. You got to be careful doing that though if you have somebody on your back bumper, because they'll easily try to stick their nose in late and try to get under you that way. Leaders have already caught lap traffic here. Of course, with it being a short track race, you're going to see a lot of lap traffic in this one today, as you will in the race later on as well. Big run off of turn 2 to the inside of Johnson. We're going to pass him, and just like that, Blaney's up to 9th. Can we catch Kyle Larson now for the 8th spot? Big move. Looking to the outside of Kyle Larson. He'll give us the outside. He doesn't want us to pass him around the inside right now. Oh man, a little loose there. Larson's going to hold the position. Now he's held up by the lap car of Ryan Truex. We're trying to use Truex as a pick. Get to the outside of Brendan Gaughan as well. We'll pass Gaughan and we'll pass Larson off of turn 2. So we're up to 8th. Kyle Busch has a pretty decent sized lead. We're good on fuel to the end of the stage. Even if we didn't get a caution already, we probably would have been about 3 laps to the good on fuel. But how will these tires hold up? It's going to be the better question. There's a lot of tire wear here at here at Phoenix. Looking to the inside of Suarez once again. Here we go. 96. We got Kligerman in the way now. Gonna get on by both of them. Blaney up to 7th. Got a decent car here today. Long run speed, per usual. Got into Tyler Reddick there. Both slowing us down big time now through the dog leg on the front stretch going into turn 1. Suarez going to try to follow us right on through. Definitely got to get a good workout in her shoulders here. Already start to feel it. Only about 30 laps into this race. And we've had a caution already to kind of freeze the field on lap 3. Catching Truex, who is in 4th right now. Inside of Truex, big move through turns 1 and 2. We're going to clear him. Sorry, through 3 and 4, the old 1 and 2. Gonna clear him off of turn 4 at the start-finish line, and that'll move Blaney up to 6th now. Now looking to the outside, Blandon Castle once again here.
Alright, you're clear there.
Started this race a little after 11:30. A little bit later than what I originally intended on, but nevertheless, here we go. So even starting at the rear of the field here for Eric Almirola and Ryan Newman. They're both struggling in this one mightily. Almirola qualified ahead of us, but he just does not have a car that's going to compete for the win. 3 and 4 driving it in deep there for a second. We're right in behind Clint Boyer. Trying to catch Boyer now. We're driving in deep now through turns 1 and 2. Way down on the apron now, trying to get underneath Corey LaJoy, using LaJoy as a pick. And he's up to 5th. You see a lot of different lines run through these straightaways and a lot of different corner entries into turn 1 of the race later today. So you're seeing out of us here in this one as well, just trying to get around lap traffic as best we can. Did put some PJ1 down on the racetrack, try to give it more grooves, but typically this is about a 1-groove racetrack. Another reason why it kind of plays into a short track field. So Keselowski in 3rd, not too far ahead of us, only about a second behind him. We're catching up to the 4th place Denny Hamlin as well. Just trying to set him up right now. We beat him back to the gas, and we're side by side to the inside of Hamlin for 4th, who won the fall race here last season. And we're going to pass Hamlin through turns 3 and 4. Keselowski trying to work on the lap car, of the 36 of Matt Tift. We're going to take it to the bottom here, splitting the lap traffic now side by side for 3rd with our teammate Keselowski. We're going to clear him off the corner. Trying to get to the outside of Austin Dillon. He gives us enough room. And that'll move Blaney to 3rd now. Kyle Busch about 3.5 seconds ahead of the lead. And Kevin Harvick, my pick for later today, both preseason and week by week, is in 2nd. Stenhouse here. Ooh, got close to that wall coming off of turn 2. Just trying to get the car to rotate coming off the corner. It's getting a little bit looser though, I've noticed, over the course of the run as the tires start to wear. Now looking to the outside of the lap traffic, just trying to work our way around these lap cars as best as we possibly can to catch these 2 leaders out in front of the field. We're doing a pretty good job of it so far. Ooh, Ryan Truex really got in our way there. We had to get hard on the brakes through turns 3 and 4. Looking back into this again. We were starting to catch Harvick until that moment. I think we got a faster car than him this late in the run. As usual, we're pretty good on the longer runs. Kyle Busch, still the race leader. He's led the majority of the laps so far in this one. Keselowski led a little bit after that last restart. Now we go to the outside of Harvick, splitting the lap car of McMurray. Look at us go side by side now into turn 1 for 2nd. Harvick's got the advantage on the bottom, but we're going to have the advantage corner exit on the top, and we'll clear Kevin Harvick for 2nd. About a 1.5 seconds back of Kyle Busch, the race leader. There's William Byron, currently in 20th. He brought out the first and only yellow on lap 3 in this race. A little tight. Got into the corner a little bit later there. It'll work to get around the outside of the 96 though. Kyle Busch boxed in right now between 2 lap cars. One of them is his brother, Kurt Busch. And now here we go, looking to the inside of Kyle. 3 wide now with the lap traffic. Very awkward angle going into turn 1, trying to get it to hold. We're going to beat him back to the gas. He's still boxed in right now. And we're about to lead our first lap of the race. We'll be on lap 44 when we come back to the start-finish line. And finally, we will have taken the lead for the first time here today. So Blaney is now the 3rd different leader in this race. And look at Harvick now, only about a second off the lead and a little less than a half second behind Kyle Busch. He's catching him for second. Oddly enough, 3 of the best cars I think that will be today, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Keselowski, maybe not in that order, but those are going to be 3 of the better long-run cars later in today's race, and we'll run in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th here. So maybe this is a predictions video for what we might see later today. We're trying to diamond that corner off as much as we possibly can, entering in a little higher, getting on the brakes good enough, try to get a better run off. Oh, a little tight there, trying to stay off of these guys. A little contact with the back of the 43 car, got him a little loose, but you can almost barely even tell there. We have 30 laps to go now in stage 1. Again, will these tires hold up to the end of the stage? I think we're burning them off quite a bit. Yeah, I got 27% left. I just don't think that our tires are going to last all the way to the end of the stage, despite having that early caution. So that's going to put us in a hole here where we might have to pit before the end of the stage. If we don't get a caution, there's a good chance we're going to go a lap down. This is a longer pit road, especially for a short track. We're going to try to widen out as big of a lead as we possibly can before we hit pit road. Lead the lap. And we'd probably be lucky to get stage points despite leading this late in the stage. We are coming in, oh, a little tight there. We are coming into this race with the regular season points lead. We also won the first 3 races of the season in the Daytona 500, the race at Atlanta, and then Vegas. See if we can start 4-0. This is our first race with the 750 horsepower. Back to the inside here of Eric Jones. We're going to put him a lap down as well. A lot of guys going a lap down here in stage 1. Bowman in 14th, he's in danger of going a lap down as well. Late dive into the corner to get to his inside using the apron. 25 to go in stage 1. Again, you see the right front tire getting really worn out, down to 20% tire wear. We're going to ride it out as long as we possibly can, just in case a yellow comes out, but it's not looking good so far. Do have about a 6.5 second lead. Chase Elliott, man, 3 wide there with Elliott and McMurray just barely squeezing on by. That was a good pass though. Now we're about to lap our first teammate here of Joey Logano in the 12th spot. We're going to clear him coming out of turn 2 with ease.
You're all clear up top. Car high, careful. Go easy on the tires. You got room, you're clear.
Jimmy Johnson in 11th.
All right, you're clear there.
Jimmy's going to be a lap down. 10 drivers now on the lead lap. Ty Dillon still inside the top 10 up ahead here. He's got a solid car in this one. So he might be able to surprise. We'll see how his car will react as the race moves on, of course, because this is only the first stage. We have not had pit stops at all yet. But as far as the opening run is going, he's off to a good start. He's got a good chance to get stage points too, especially if I have to pit.
You got room, you're clear.
Laps. 20 laps to go. Dylan's going to go a lap down now. Close to the wall off of turn 4 there. A little loose. Gonna catch it, stay in the gas as well. We're a little too deep there. Got it to hold. Kinda gotta tiptoe your way around this racetrack. $18 to go. To the inside of Larson, and now on Truex, trying to put him a lap down as well here. Took the risk taking it 3 wide into the corner, but we will pass Larson and Truex for turns 1 and 2. Daniel Suarez not too far ahead of us as well, but you can see how much fuel is left in the tank. We won't have to pit for fuel under the stop. We'll likely take right sides only just to get us to the end of the stage and try to keep us on the lead lap. And maybe inside the top 10. No guarantees we'll stay inside the top 10. No big moment there. 3 wide. Look at Suarez trying to get back to our inside. A little bit of contact was involved there. Suarez still moving around. Now we go 3 wide right up the middle here to try and split the lap traffic into turn 1. Really had to get that car back down in time before we got too loose there. But boy, oh boy, this first stage is flying by here in this one. I'm sure this race is going to go by quick today. One of the shorter races in length. 312 miles. We're about to have a green flag pit stop here. We'll likely pit next lap. Yeah, we're going to pit this next lap. Don't want to risk it too much. We have 15 laps to go, about a half-track lead on Kyle Busch. We'll lose the lead. And we will service right side tires only. Got to get it down to 45 miles an hour, and we did a good job. No fuel, right sides only. Won't have to repair any damage. Gonna try to stay on the lead lap for right now. And then, of course, we'll go from there. Man, such a long pit road for a short track. They did extend it, obviously. Didn't help us. So right sides only to the end of the stage. Can we stay on the lead lap? We actually got a shot at stage points. We're going to have 2 fresher right side tires compared to everybody else in the field. Johnson coming right at us here. He turns 1 and 2, but he's not going to be able to get us. And look at that. Almost in the wall there, just trying to get up to speed. So it looks like we're, a little loose now. Got to remember, we were loose before. The car is going to get a little bit looser because of taking right sides only. 13 to go in the stage. Let's see how much we can overcome. So we are currently in 10th. Only about a second and a half behind Ty Dillon in 9th. DJ McLeod getting in our way there.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
least it's a good job for us in the sense that we're going to stay on the lead lap and we're going to get stage points here, assuming we stay green. Oh, slight contact there with Landon Castle all the time. Trying to rush around this lap traffic. With us and Ty Dillon trying to split the lap car of William Byron going into one. We're going to pass Dillon and clear him off of turn 2. We're sweating for about 20-30 laps already now. We still got a decent ways to go in this race. 10 to go in stage 1. We got a shot to still finish inside the top 5 here in the first stage. To the 62 car from the gun, trying to side draft him as much as possible, slow his momentum down and hurry up and get by him. Looking to the outside of Larson.
Still there.
Pinning the 8 of Hemrick down to keep Larson behind him, and now we're up to 8th. 7th place Truex, not too far ahead of us. We can see Suarez as well. So it looks like we should be able to get to at least 6th. To the outside of Truex. And the lap car on the roll quickly down to the inside. Corey LaJoy as we drove it in a little deep there. Yeah, got it to stick. We're up to 7th. Our teammate Brad Keselowski currently in 5th. He's still about 6.5 seconds ahead of us. Seven laps to go. Gonna get by Suarez here. Give us every point we could possibly get here. Try to help our regular season total. Blaney, side by side off the corner. We're gonna clear him though before we get into turn 3. Blaney up to 6th here in stage 1. Did lead a couple handful of laps though before we had to pit. We took the lead on lap 44. Driving in deep there through turns 1 and 2, trying our hardest here to maybe catch Keselowski or Boyer before the end of the stage. We got to run clean at the same time though. Maybe a caution will bunch the field back up here before the end of the stage as well as we go all the way down to the apron. Zooming by this lap traffic. Might give you a little more awkward of an angle going into turn 1, but you can really cut that front stretch down quite a bit. Take the high side there to turns 1 and 2. Drive off. And down to the apron again. I think we've got a good run going here. We're trying to zoom by these 2 lap cars as well easily. We don't even have to worry about looking in the rear view mirror to get on by them. So it looks like we're going to catch Keselowski before the end of stage number 1, but can we have enough time to pass him? It's going to be the next question. Definitely closing in on him though. Oh, slight contact with De Benedetto there. With the dog leg, going to get on by him. 2 seconds behind Boyer with about 2.5 laps to go. Keselowski now just in front of us here. We're going to take it 3 wide into turns 3 and 4. Very tight here. Side by side for 5th now with Keselowski coming out of 4. 2 laps to go in stage number 1. We're going to get on by him. Squeeze under Bubba Wallace. Denny Hamlin, Clint Boyer up ahead. We'll see if maybe we can catch both of those guys for 3rd and 4th. I think we're going to have a better finish to stage 1 than what I was thinking we were going to have, despite not being able to get the stage win. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go here in stage number 1. I don't think we're going to catch Hamlin. We got a shot to get Boyer. We went down to the apron that time. Late dive into the corner. As late as we could possibly make it. Side by side for 4th off of turn 2. And we're going to get around Boyer now going into turns 3 and 4. Hamlin stuck behind the lap cars. Can we catch him? Kyle Busch wins stage 1. We're going to finish 4th here in the opening stage of the race. Another lap, we would have caught Hamlin. And, yep, Kyle Busch takes stage 1 here at Phoenix. Good start to the race for him. Started on the pole, got the stage win to start. I do like the way our car is rolling so far, though. Got 4-tire pit stop coming. Not going to repair any damage this time either. Kyle Busch will lead us to the green flag. We'll be restarting in 4th. We saw how crazy the restarts were earlier. Let's see how they will be now. Green flag is going to be back in the air here at Phoenix. Quickly looking to the outside of Harvick. Oh man, almost 4 wide for a moment, and somehow we're going to beat everybody going into turns 1 and 2. Now we're trying to hold the inside here. We drove it in a little too deep. Kyle Busch going to get right back on by us. Keselowski now quickly looking to the outside as well.
Careful there.
And it doesn't look like it's going to work out to our advantage. We did gain 1 spot, though, back to the line after the restart, despite restarting on the outside here at Phoenix. So that's at least pretty good.
Hold your line, got 1 outside.
We can have a better shot to win this one. Who knows?
Hold your line, got 1 inside.
Denny Hamlin's going to try to get on by.
Oh! You're clear.
The heck happened here? Alright, so we're paused. I don't know how the controller got disconnected there. Technical difficulties once again. Hopefully you guys are still with us. I really don't know how the steering wheel got disconnected from the PlayStation, so that's gonna hurt us quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That was pretty weird. We're not going to count that as a caution. We're going to count that as a competition yellow. Competition yellow stage 2. Yeah, if you're just joining us and you missed what just happened, somehow I got disconnected from, not the server, but disconnected from the actual PlayStation itself, despite the fact I'm using a steering wheel, but it's still currently connected. So we were in 3rd, and unfortunately, we are now going to have to restart back in the middle of the pack. So I'm not sure what happened there. Look at the Benedetto driving it in deep there for a quick moment. So now we got to get back into rhythm again.
Inside.
And we are not off to a good restart, just banging off of a bunch of guys here. Back in the middle of the pack. Not going to count that as a wreck against us, of course, too. It was out of our control. I am not sure what happened there. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Still nobody has DNF'd here in this one.
Careful.
Oh man, big slide there in the corner by Truex. Yeah, we're quickly back to 14th. Not looking good in this stage.
Hold your line, stay high.
The only caution of the race so far came on lap 3 when William Byron took a spin. So obviously the longest stream flag run of the race so far. Let's see if we can go all the way through stage 2 without an issue.
Still there?
Contact there with Henrik off of turn 4, and we still can't stay alongside of him because of it.
Careful, still there. Inside, road clear.
Back to the inside, now we're going to clear him. That wasn't for position, Henrik was a lap down. Bowman, who's just in front of us in 13th, that would be for position though. Only led about 15-20 laps in this race. So far at least. Smoke there getting into the corner.
Still there?
Hopefully you guys can still hear me. It'd be terrible if you couldn't. With what would be going on.
Still there. Stay at the bottom.
Down to the inside. Big, bold maneuver there and a great pass to get past Alex Bowman for 13th. Paul Menard is in 17th, just ahead of us. He's a lap down as well.
Still there?
Gonna ride along now with the in-car cam for the first time in this one. Alternate through the cameras here. I do have to admit though, Phoenix is a pretty fun racetrack on this game.
Still there?
Way too deep there through turns 1 and 2. Barely clear Menard off the corner. Benedetto in 16th. Matty D currently in the free pass position. Just ahead of us.
Still there?
Inside of Benedetto.
Still there.
Still there. Still side by side with him. Now into turns 1 and 2.
You're clear.
Now we'll clear him. Oh, whoa, whoa, back in the gas way too soon there. Barely kept it off the wall, though. Good job doing that, but definitely messed up our lap time. And now we have a caution for the second time today, and it's the first time in about 97 laps. Check that, 94 laps. First time in 94 laps we have had a caution. So the long green flag run comes to an end. We're going to pit here. We got Alex Bowman, Joey Logano pitting at the rear of the lead lap. DiBenedetto will get the free pass. Menard's pitting. So that's a randomization here going on as far as the pit stops are considered. But we might as well take 4 fresh tires. Repair any damage we've got. That's a good karma right there for trailer disconnecting. We are restarting back in the middle of the pack again, but we'll be in a lot better position here. Green flag going to be back in the air once again here at Phoenix. And another crazy restart coming your way. Oh man, already loose. Into the wall slightly, still into the wall. And caution is going to fly. So much for that. And we're going to bring out the yellow that time. It's got really loose with that tire spin trying to get through the shifts, and I just could not control it on the outside of the racetrack there, so gonna have to get used to it though. We're gonna restart on the outside again. It's gonna be the third straight restart, which we will restart on the outside. So third caution of the race just came out. Green flag back in the air once again, and we'll try it again. We're going to take it up the middle here, going 3 wide to the bottom of the racetrack now, almost taking it 4 wide into the corner, and now we actually are 4 wide for a short moment there. Down to 3 wide as we try to get by everybody. And remember, Joey Logano and Alex Bowman on 4 fresh tires, just as we are as well, as far as the lead lap drivers are considered. Paul Menard got the, no, he wouldn't have got the free pass there. So yeah, we're the only 3 drivers on the lead lap with 4 fresh Goodyears. Good contact there with Clint Boyer, but all's good. Back to the inside again. Bush with the clean air out in front of the field. Again, though, he's on older tires. We'll probably catch him here eventually. And we might actually have a decent shot to win stage 2 if we stay green to the end of the stage. Again, assuming our tires make it to the end. Looks like contact there with Keselowski now. That other driver there on 4 fresh tires is just behind us. Logano is driven up to 6th as we are currently in 5th. We might try to follow our Penske teammate Keselowski to get by Larson. Keselowski going to clear Larson off of turn 2. We're going to get to his inside now down the backstretch into turn 3.
Still there.
Big dive to the bottom, but look at Logano go. Oh, he thought about taking it. He checks out of the gas as we went down the block. Down to the inside of Keselowski for 3rd. Big dive Bob there. Brad's going to beat us back to the gas. And he's going to stay in front of us. Do whatever track we can. Now into turns 3 and 4. We're going to drive it in deep again. That time we're going to clear Keselowski. Backs out of the gas before he tries the crossover move on us. We're up to 3rd with 41 laps to go now in stage 2. After 4th place finish in stage 1, here in stage 2 we might actually have a decent shot at this one as well. Harvick is there. We're going to look to his inside. Can't get him that time. Battle for second going on here between Harvick and Blaney.
Still there.
Blaney looking to the outside. Harvick took the inside again. We've not passed up here too much. Will we get the rundown down the straightaway? Sure we will. Oh, got a little tight through 1 and 2, but we're going to easily hold on with Harvick being on older tires. Blaney up to second with 38 to go in the stage. Joey Logano will likely be coming as well here pretty soon. He can get up to third and get up to second at some point in time, whether that would be before or after we catch Kyle Busch. The inside of Busch now going into turn 3. Gonna clear him off of turn 4. New leader at the line again, Ryan Blaney out in front. Still only 3 different leaders in the race, but it's another lead change. And it is the second time we have led in this race. Logano still trying to work on Harvick for third. Now he has just passed him through turns 1 and 2. Logano will clear Harvick off of turn 2. And Logano will now try to run down second place Kyle Busch. Another 10-15 minutes, we will be an hour into this race and into the stream. Again, 3 cautions so far, 2 here in stage 2 and 1 back in the first stage on lap 3. Pretty spaced out right now. We're about to catch lap traffic. Logano has now caught Kyle Busch. They're about 2.5 seconds off the race lead. We are barely the fastest car on the track over Logano right now. 71% tire wear left on the right front. I think that third caution of the race came out late enough in the stage that we should be able to win the stage. Again, assuming we stay green and everybody else stays out of the pits. Oh, contact now at the back of the 00 of Castle. Little front bumper damage there again.
All right, clear up. Clear high, bud.
Just a rough race so far. .29 to go.
Careful, still there. All right, clear outside.
Alex Bowman now has finally caught Kevin Harvick for 4. Oh, slow car on the racetrack. It looked like it was Clint Boyer. Boyer spent the majority of the day inside the top 10, but not anymore. He's a lap down. He is slow on the racetrack and is going to have to try to limp it onto pit road before we get a caution. And And luckily we'll stay green long enough. So we will stay green as Boyer's able to limp the car onto pit road.
Still there.
We'll see if he'll be able to make his way back out on the racetrack. There was a flat tire, or that was an engine failure, and if it was an engine failure, he would be the second car to DNF in this race. 3 wide down to the bottom though, a little tight getting through the dog leg. Would have been a good time to cut the apron, but didn't feel the need to, at least that time.
Careful, still there.
Gonna get on by Blaney.
Alright, clear outside.
6-second lead on Logano, 25 laps to go in stage 2. LaJoy got hooked together through turns 1 and 2. Wasn't a lot of room there on the racetrack to get by him. So now we're... Oh boy, we got a little tight there. Jones saw us coming. He kind of moved up the track, luckily. And not only he was able to stay in front of us for his sake, but made it less of a chance that there was going to be a wreck there. So we'll just get on by him here into turns 1 and 2. How about Ryan Blaney right now, a 9-second lead. We'll see if Kyle Busch can get back around Logano. I'm sure he will become faster than him. The more that they race with each other, and there we go. So Busch just cleared Logano going into turn 3. Kyle Busch back up to 2nd again. Bowman's still back in 5th. Let's see if Harvick can catch Joey before the end of the stage as well. Front tires still at 50%. We're still pacing pretty well with the tires this time around. Might as well burn them up at this point here just to put as many guys a lap down as possible for the end of the stage. Gonna get to the inside of Chase Elliott.
You're all clear up top.
Jimmy Johnson not too much further ahead of us either. Car's definitely feeling more and more comfortable as the race goes on. We did practice, of course, before this race. Of course, qualified too. Ty Dillon's still running inside the top 10 right now and on the lead lap at that, but he is in danger of going a lap down here before the end of the stage. As is Mark Truex. Actually, Dillon's in 11th, my bad. I thought he was in 9th or 10th. It's close to Truex, who is in 10th place though right now. Dillon's got a top 10 car though, figuring he's likely faster than Bowman, who is in the top 10. Ty Dillon's going to go a lap down. Truex is about to go a lap down here as well. Almost got into his back bumper there. Just a ginormous lead right now here in stage 2. Roles reversed from stage 1, even though we ran good in that first stage of the race. We did finish 4th. Kyle Busch, who got the playoff point for winning the stage. Of course, we're the only driver locked into the playoffs on a win so far, as we're 3-0 to start this season. Close to making contact. There's the 52 off of turn 4. Just about halfway done, though, when we get to the end of stage 2. In the mix up ahead as well. That got tight for a moment there. They were 3 wide.
Still there. Top 3 used if you need it. You got room, you're clear.
Ward's 8th place here. Gonna go lap down 2 for sure. 11 laps to go in the stage. We are catching Kyle Busch here. He's 17 seconds behind us. We are catching him in the sense that we could put him a lap down before the end of the stage. That'd be nice. Harvick has passed Logano there that last lap for 3rd. We are going to quickly run to the inside of Suarez. And we'll get on by.
Keep digging. 10 to go.
10 to go here. Out of the outside, trying to get around Reddick. It'll work. Great run coming out of this 12 team. Bowman and Hamlin definitely going to go a lap down if we stay green to the end of the stage. Hamlin is in 5th, Bowman is in 6th. Actually, it looks like Keselowski might be right behind Hamlin as well. So Bowman's actually in 7th as we take it 3 wide. That was definitely tight getting in. Made it work. Burdened that right tire off the car, but we're still running good though. That's fine for the rest of the stage. Use all the playoff points we need. Caution. Wow. Caution is out. With 5 laps to go in stage number 2. And we've got some guys pitting. And we're going to pit as well, but so much for winning the stage, guys. Bowman, the first driver, 1 lap down. He'll get the free pass. Do we stay out? No, we're going to get killed if we stay out. We've got stage points locked in for sure, but we might as well pit now with the rest of them. What a shame. What a shame. This is going to be a crazy restart for some stage points, a playoff point on the line too here. Logano wins the race off of pit road. Wow, so we will actually restart in 2nd. Logano gains 3 spots on pit road. Green flag back in the air, and here we go. Logano, 4 laps to go in the stage. And for the final 4 laps of stage number 2, can we beat everybody into turns 1 and 2? Yes, we do. Logano still side by side though right now with Kyle Busch. And we're clear of everyone off of turn 2. Can we hold on? 3 wide for second now. Keselowski to the top side. Busch still on the bottom. As we try to hold on, 3 laps to go in stage 2. Blaney making some huge blocks. Harvick is there now, looking to the inside of Kyle Busch. Blaney blocking for his life. We're blocking for our life.
Car high, careful.
Back to the inside again, all the way down to the apron, trying to hold our line. Look at this, 2 laps to go in stage 2. Blaney still leads. Not by much, though. And here comes Busch, looking to the outside again. Can't quite get there. He about got to a corner panel. Could have sucked us for a side draft and had a great shot to get us into turns 3 and 4. We're still running good. Here's Harvick. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go in stage number 2. We're in the lead. Harvick and Busch still side by side for second. None of them can clear each other right now. And now here comes Harvick. Down to the bottom, there's contact. Harvick's going to slip on by, looking for a last lap pass to win stage 2. Into 3 and 4, we're going to drive it in deep. We can't quite get to the back bumper of the 4 car. Kevin Harvick going to win the stage. Elliott second. No, we got second. I think Elliott, yep, Elliott was a lap down. We got lucky he was a lap down. I would have known that. I wouldn't have made contact with him there. Oh, boy. Harvick wins stage 2. We're going to finish second. We got 9 points, but we got passed on the last lap through turns 1 and 2. So we're going to go through this race without winning a stage. But let's see if we can now win this race. And we're going to pit right now. It'll only give us 4 lap fresher tires than everybody else, but I think it's still worth it. We will be restarting in 7th. Be the only one of the lead lap cars to hit pit road. Elliott, with that move off of turn 4, he is able to get the free pass. He's back on the lead lap, restarting at the rear of the field now. So here we go. Green flag will be back in the air here at Phoenix. 159 laps to go in this one. Quickly down to the inside, taking it 3 wide into turns 1 and 2 for second on Keselowski and Kyle Busch. Trying to get the car to stick and rotate. Busch zooms by on the outside. We're still 3 wide for third. I'm going to fall in line behind Keselowski. Still going to look to his inside. 3 wide into turns 3 and 4. That didn't last long. Now we're side by side with Bowman for 5th. Getting any sort of a draft we can off the back bumper of the 2. Bowman with a crossover move. He goes to the inside. A little bit of contact here between us and Bowman. We're trying to draft off of Hamlin down the back stretch into turn 3. Trying to close up right to these guys. Now down to the apron here through the dog leg on the front stretch. And that's going to make us side by side with Hamlin here. We got a great battle for 4th going on. Oh, contact with Hamlin now. He's just trying to side draft off of him, and that didn't work. Oh, Hamlin gets sideways, and around goes Hamlin. He might have a tire down. Contact is made back throughout the field behind us with Bowman, but I think he was able to save it, so we stayed green. Busch still trying to pass Kevin Harvick right now for the race lead. We sit in 4th right now with 4 lap pressure tires than the rest of the field. That could make enough of a difference to where that is why we are still somewhat hanging with the leaders. Down to the apron again here as we try to catch Brad Keselowski. Gonna enter into turn number 1. Wearing the tires out a lot more by going all the way down to the apron, coming back onto the racing surface. going to see that quite a bit today, especially on restarts and at the end of the race. Some aggressive moves to try and make passes, especially on restarts from the lead and third on back. They dive through 1 and 2, or 3 and 4 rather, didn't work there. We lost a little bit of ground from Keselowski now. Harvick's still holding his own though. He's still out in the lead. Kind of like we were for a while there in stage number 2, trying to get the win, and we got passed on the last lap. Busch now looking to the inside of Harvick, not going to get there yet. Somebody's blowing up on pit road. Luckily they were able to get down out of the way. We stayed green. 4 cautions in this race, 2 in stage 3, 1 in stage 1, and no so far in the early going of this stage. I think we just ran our fastest lap of the race. Yeah, we did, 26.209. It's our fastest lap ever here at Phoenix. Pretty good to do that in the second half of the race. Now we try to catch Keselowski in the 2, looking high, not going to get him that time. We zoom down to the apron. Through the dog leg again. Do we have a chance to clear him? No, but we do come side by side into turn 1. Now we clear him into 1. Now he's going to try the crossover move. We try not to come back down into him. We're going to block him off down the backstretch. Blaney up to 3rd. Currently the highest running Penske car on the track. Now a little bit of a mishap going into turn 3. That'll allow Keselowski to get back to the inside once again. And can he clear us? Not quite.
Stay high, stay high.
Trying to get on his right rear corner panel and side draft him and suck him back. Not going to happen. Keselowski passes us back for 3rd, coming out of 2. And now a double crossover into 3 here. Blaney back down to the inside again. We're battle for the 3rd spot here. Really turning it off in turn 4, trying to get down to the apron again and clear him going into 1. That time we were able to clear Keselowski using the dog leg. Another crossover move by Brad. More contact is made. Brad with the bump and run gets on by us again. Usually don't see teammates racing this hard with each other, but I do have to say the Penske teammates, out of any teammates in NASCAR, all 3 of them race each other so hard as if they're not teammates. It's crazy. Especially Logano out of any of them.
Stay low.
I mean, we are right there on him. We just cannot get around him. Back down to the apron again. And again, we come up side by side. Trying to side draft us. Look at him. Now we clear him off of turn 2. Blaney back to 3rd again. Leader's about to catch lap traffic up ahead of Harvick and Busch. Now we're able to definitely stay ahead of Keselowski that time. Still 145 to go. Definitely taking our time for the most part here, as we've got a long ways to go here in this one. Sweating for quite a while. I mean, I know my room gets hot in the summertime too, that I'm racing in right now, especially if I have a fan on still. And it is an abnormally warm day for this time of the year in Northwest Ohio. It's about 60 degrees outside, so could be some of the problem. Run so far here in stage 3 has not been able to get by Kevin Harvick. And now the lap traffic's kind of separating the two of them. They're definitely catching up. We're going to go down to the apron here on the front stretch. And that's going to allow us to clear and pass Kyle Busch. Now a big dive bomb into the corner. Slight contact there with the 96 of Kligerman. And now we're side by side with Harvick trying to split the lap car. Michael McDowell down the backstretch. Still side by side now into turn 3 and 4. We're going to clear Harvick for now. He's going to make the crossover move. And at the line, Harvick still leads the lap. We got Bubba Wallace in the way. Wallace up to block us. I think he was just trying to get out of the way, though. He got in our way more than Harvick's. Here we go again. Harvick to the bottom. We're going to try to squeeze in between him and the lap car. Slight contact there with McLeod. Harvick still gets on by. We're still holding on to second, but here comes Kyle Busch. A 3-driver race here for the lead at Phoenix. We go to the outside now to try and pass Landon Cassidy, rather. Get around him. Busch has to go to the bottom. Harvick's got Ryan Newman just in front of him, one of the tougher guys to pass in the field. Whether he's already a couple laps down, which he is or not. Down to the apron again here. Through the dog leg. Can we clear Harvick? No, we're side by side into one. Had him for a second. Big crossover move now by the 4 of Harvick. Can he get under us? Yes, he does. Side by side down the backstretch, and now we're on the outside. Harvick on the inside. Driving it in deep here, trying to get it to stick, and it will. So, new leader in this race once again. And for the 3rd time in this race, Blaney is in the lead. 4th time, rather. 4th time in this race, Blaney is in the lead here at Phoenix. Maybe predictable what could happen later today.
Still there. All right, you're clear. Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
2.5 lead on Harvick. We'll see if Busch can finally get around him now that they're both in dirty air with the lap traffic. Although it didn't work when Harvick was still in the lead in the dirty air and lap traffic, so we'll see. He's definitely tough to pass. I mean, you saw it took us 3 or 4 laps to get around him finally. Slight contact there with the 24th place driver, Chris Buescher. 135 laps to go. Oh man, side drafted off the 37 car. Got a little close for comfort. But again, yep, Blaney leads right now at least. Still 8 drivers on the lead lap in this race. The least amount of time we've had on the lead lap is 6. Caution at the end of the stage, and then the end of the stage come and gave both Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman, 2 Hendrick Motorsport teammates, their laps back. I think we're going to try a little pit strategy here and try to short pit pretty soon. Likely going to pit under any caution we can get before the end of the race as well.
You're clear there.
We'll make this a 4-tire stop, and hopefully we can stay on the lead lap at least. We'll give it a few more laps yet, though. It's likely a 2-stop race to the finish from the time we started this stage anyway, so I think it can be well worth the risk. The outside of De Benedetto, we'll get around him.
All right, you're clear. Careful, still there. Clear high, clear high.
Down to the inside of the track, driving it in deep here through turns 3 and 4. Chase Elliott was in danger of going a lap down, but not quite. We're going to try to get it down to 45 miles an hour. That was about perfect to get onto pit road that time. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel. We'll repair any damage we've got and get right back onto the racing surface. Back out onto the racetrack, kind of a slow stop, 17.3 seconds. We have fallen back to 8th, and we are currently a lap down on the racetrack. But we are the first, well, no, now we're back to 9th, so we are not the first driver 1 lap down. As right now, Kyle Larson in 8th, his first driver lap down. I think one of the drivers that were on the lead lap is now out of the race. So, although I was thinking there was 8 drivers on the lead lap, I think there's actually 7 now. So we get to the inside of Larson. We do have 4 fresh tires versus the rest of the field here. Look at how far back Hamlin is of the race lead. He's in 4th. So we have passed Larson. We are the first driver 1 lap down. So if we get a caution, we will get our lap back at least. Hopefully we can at least cycle through some pit stops here at some point. Can definitely help us. 126 laps to go. Might seem like a lot, which it is, but again, with it being a shorter track, might not be all that bad.
Still there. You're all clear up top.
We've led 4 different times in this race, but I can guarantee we probably only led about 30 laps or so in this one. Didn't win any stages, finished 4th in the first stage, 2nd in the second stage, so we did get quite a few stage points. We definitely are a top 5 contending car in this one. But it just, I mean, until we get about 40 laps into a green flag run, which is quite a long time, even for a short track, it's really tough to tell who's going to be able to win this race. Caution comes out within a 40-lap stretch of the end of the race. I mean, we might be toast. I don't know if we're going to be able to win. Definitely use that dog leg in heavy lap traffic whenever we can, trying to cut into this lead as much as possible too.
Careful, still there.
We can get back on the lead lap before caution comes out too. That could be really nice. We did have 4 fresh tires versus the rest of the field by 4 laps, but that might not be enough right now. this point in the going.
Stay low, stay low.
Keselowski not too far ahead of us right now. He's in third again. Again, he's a lap ahead of us though. Chase Elliott's pretty close to going a lap down right now in 7th. To the inside of Keselowski. 3 wide now to the inside of Byron as well. He quickly merged out of that. Keselowski still stuck behind the lap cars, and even in 3rd place, he's quite a few back here from Harvick and Busch, as those were the 2 stage winners in this race. Kyle Busch won stage 1, Harvick won stage 2 on the last lap pass on us. Right now we got about 25-30 lap pressure tires. Short track, it's a huge difference for sure.
You're all clear on the top there. Careful.
I mean, I've still been amazed though that Harvick hasn't even been passed by Kyle Busch at all on this run.
You're clear.
He's right on his back bumper right now, though. You gotta hustle because Chase Elliott is on the verge of going a lap down. He is the next car to be passed by Kevin Harvick. Woo! Really close to the wall up in turn 4. Got a little loose there. A little tight too with Matt DiBenedetto kind of right there. Elliott trying to block Harvick, and that's allowing Kyle Busch to get even closer. Busch looking high on Harvick. Harvick blocks him. Now Harvick looks to the outside of Elliott, with Elliott trying to hold the bottom. Wow, 3 wide for a moment. What a pass. Kyle Busch finally has gotten around Kevin Harvick for the lead. Busch leads at the line with 114 laps to go. Now Busch trying to get around the outside of Elliott. And we're going to take it 3 wide to the bottom as Harvick's going to go for the lead. He blocks us, trying to keep us a lap down. But I think he is just now... Wow, he got really close. I thought he was going to give us a push. And now they're trying to split Elliott to put him a lap down. Harvick back to the lead again. And Busch is going to be cleared. Harvick easily clears him before they get into turn 1. Even with racing with each other, they're still quite a ways ahead of Keselowski. We'll see, of course, if we'll stay green to the end or not. With the last driver on the lead lap in 7th. Only about 2 to 2.5 seconds behind Alex Bowman. Big swing to the bottom. Overdrove turns 1 and 2 just a bit there. Joey Logano in 5th. He's a little less than 4 seconds ahead of us too. Kind of caught behind a couple lap cars as well. I can guarantee the top 3 finishers in this race is going to be me, Harvick, and Busch. It's just what order. Kyle Busch, that is, but it's just a matter of what order will it be between us 3. If we get a late race restart, obviously anything can happen, but just passed out, going for 6th there. We cycle back through the pits, so we will take the race lead again. Remember, we did short pit because we're on the border of it being a 1 or a 2 stop race to the finish. But I think the way our tires have been wearing out, we were going to take 2 stops anyways, so we might as well have shortcutted the first one. So we have had a long green flag run in this race already. Oh, contact with Logano off of 4. So we try to pass him for 5th now. Oh, thought Busher was going to block us for a quick second, but not quite.
You're clear there.
So Hamlin in 4th in the 11 car, 11 seconds ahead of us. We're back into the top 5 again. Keselowski seemingly catching Harvick and Busch a little bit. Could be a little better, of course.
Stay high, stay high. All right, you're clear. Clear all around. You're clear all around, man. Got one up top. You got room. You're
Archer
clear.
Jr. slowly fell back over the course of this race. Remember, he was in the back half of the top 5 early on, mid-top 10, and he has just slowly fallen off throughout the course of this race. He's a lap down in 12th. Probably going to go 2 laps down if we stay green another 10 to 20 laps or so. Ty Dillon even beating him right now, who is in 11th.
Still there. Clear high, bud.
Jump down in front of him.
Got one inside. You're all clear.
Looks to cross us back over, but he just does not have the tires that we do on our car right now. Oh, into the back of Bubba Wallace a little bit.
Careful, still there.
Tried to check up and down. That's about the 3rd time our best friend got in the way.
Still there. All right, you're clear. Still there. All right, you're clear. Caution down.
Caution.
Wave 'em off.
5th time in the race, and for the 3rd time in first time in stage 3, we have a yellow. So that'll set things up for another crazy restart. So short pitting really didn't help or hurt us. We're still 1 stop to the end of the race from here. But it'll be a for sure 1 stop from right now. We'll take our 4 fresh tires along with it. Half can of fuel will be enough to fill it up. We can run about 81 laps on a full tank. We are about to go green. We will restart in 5th. Green flag back in the air once again. Taking it 3 wide to the bottom of the racetrack. Harvick restarts in the lead. He was in the lead at the time of the caution. 3 wide down to the bottom for the race lead. Very awkward angle going into 1/4. And we're still 3 wide coming off the exit of the corner with Harvick in the middle, Blaney on the bottom, and Busch on the top. Kyle Busch getting the run off the corner. We're off to 2nd. And now down to the inside of Busch, we're side by side for the lead. Can't quite side draft off of him. We're going to go down to the apron here through the dog leg as we get back up to speed. 100 laps to go here at ISM. Phoenix, rather. Oh, big jump to the bottom there, trying to get by Kyle Busch. Just didn't work that time. 4 drivers have DNF'd out of the race now after that last yellow. We have had 5 cautions in total today. We're holding on to 2nd for now, but here comes Denny Hamlin to our inside. He is there. We're not able to block him. Contact now with Denny through the dog leg and going into turns 1 and 2.
You got one down, well down.
Have the straightaway speed beating him back to the gas on the top, but still got a car below us. It was our teammate that time of Keselowski. We tried to cross Hamlin back over, driving it in deep again, couldn't get him. Harvick now to the outside. Harvick back to 4th been a while since he's been back that far in the field.
Careful, still there.
Harvick drives around us on the outside there. Look at Ty Dillon trying to get up into this mix. Oh, brushed the wall off of turn 2. That's going to allow Keselowski to pass us as well. And we're back to 5th. Logano, the next closest guy to us, about a half second back in 6th. Top 5 on the racetrack, as you see, are the top 5 in position. Contact now with Eric Jones. Jones squeezes in at the last second. He's fighting for the free pass position with Ty Dillon, and a caution will fly again. Dillon gets the free pass. Eric Jones was 2 laps down, and so that is caution number 6 in this race. I didn't realize that the caution lights lit up as a cactus right behind the flag stand. I just realized that at that time. So we're going to pit for 4 fresh tires. Try to get somewhat of an advantage again. We'll have 8 drivers on the lead lap again as Dillon got the free pass, barely being ahead of Chase Elliott, but Dillon will restart at the rear of the field, of course. So we'll only lose 2 spots on the track with this stop, and we only have about 5 lap pressure tires, but we will see how this will go. On the inside again for the restart here. Green flag back in the air following caution number 6. Quickly jumping to the inside of our teammate, taking it 3 wide now. And still 3 wide now for second, going into the corner. 3 wide for the lead, looking on Kyle Busch. Denny Hamlin on the top side, looking is trying to get the side draft. 4 wide now for the lead. Here comes Harvick on the bottom. We're 4 wide, contact, trying to stay smooth. Kyle Busch, who restarted in the lead. Harvick hard on the brakes, Busch hard on the brakes. Oh man, he got loose. What a save off the turn 4. All of us might have had a little bit of damage that caused that mistake. Busch was able to get right back by us again. That was probably the craziest of the restarts so far. Unbelievable. Down to the apron now. Trying to get back by Chase Elliott. He's trying to fight to be the first driver. 1 lap down. There we go. Driving it in deep. Trying to catch Alex Bowman in the middle of the corner now. And try to get it to stick. We did. Big move on Bowman. Can we clear him? No. Contact now between the 12 and the 88. And a side draft off of him here before we get into turn 1. Still cannot clear each other. We're still side by side for 5th. Harvick has taken the lead again. More contact between us and Bowman. Look at us go right now. What a battle. We'll go down to the apron again here, trying to beat him that way. Really cutting the track now. We clear Alex Bowman for position. Bowman trying to fight back on the inside again. Can we beat him back to the gas? Yes, but we got back in the gas too soon. In the wall off of turn 2 and hard. Now being slammed by Logano. Caution is going to fly for the 7th time. And we've got heavy damage on the right front bumper. We'll have to service it. Dang. This race has been crazy, let me tell you. Looks like Alex Bowman's going to pit as well. We're still outside the pit window because we could only run 81 laps in a full tank. So we're just going to pit for damage only to at least try to win the race off pit road on Bowman. Free pass, he's going to pit as well. Everybody 1 lap down, 2 laps down are going to pit. Why not? And so here we go again. We'll restart in 7th. Back on the inside again. Green flag back in the air. We saw 4 wide for the lead on the last restart going into turn 1. What will we see this time? Quickly down to the inside. 3 wide again. Again, we got a great restart. lined up on the bottom of the racetrack, but Harvick's going to have the lead. Oh man, thought about clearing Kyle Busch there down the backstretch, couldn't quite do it. Still trying to stay side by side for third. Down to the apron we go. 84 laps left in the race.
Careful, still there. You got it. You're clear.
Big slide job now on Kyle Busch, trying to cross him back over. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. And it does actually. Kyle Busch.
Still there.
Look at us, really trying to get that car to turn. Contact with Busch for 3 and 4. Here comes Keselowski right now. Busch able to hold clear still. So hard to pass here at Phoenix. Big dive bomb. Nope. Trying to get it to stick, can't quite do it. Busch gets by us again. Keselowski now. Closes to the rear bumper. What a battle for the lead with 82 laps to go here at Phoenix. You're just joining us back at stage 1. Our winner was Kyle Busch. Harvick won stage 2, passing us on the last lap through turns 1 and 2. And Denny Hamlin out of nowhere trying to challenge for the lead here on Harvick. Look at him go. Maybe Hamlin could lead some laps in this race. He has not led yet. Letting it down through the dog leg once again on the front stretch. Trying to close into the back bumper of the 18 of Busch. Caution with 81 to go. And that's going to put everybody on the pit window of making it on fuel. So now we're going to have a fuel mileage race to the finish. Our 4th caution of the stage, our 8th of the race. We will have 77 laps to go when we go green. Boy, oh boy. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this one. You're going to see another crazy restart coming up. We lost 2 spots on pit road. Chase Elliott to the lead. Gaining 8 spots. I wonder if he pitted for tires last time, so just pitted for fuel only to top off. There's a good chance of that. Green flag back in the air once again here at Phoenix, taking it to the outside. 3 wide, 4 wide, now going into the corner. Contact between Busch and Blaney. That didn't work out very well. Got turned around on the left rear corner panel, and again, Busch, not a good restart for him. We're trying to take care of our truck. Oh no! Busch slugs it into the corner. Blaney and Busch both lose a ton of spots. But somehow we all made the save. Elliott continues to lead the field. Harvick looking for the lead on him. He's got fresher tires. And I don't think it's going to be too much longer before Elliott loses the race lead. I think our car's beat up too bad. We'll go down to the apron. We got 75 laps to go here in this one, as the race for the lead is on. But the way the cautions have come out so far in this stage, and the way that last restart was, 4 wide for a short moment. We were making contact almost all the way around the racetrack. This is crazy. Something's going on with the sound on my TV now. We had a problem with it being disconnected earlier with my steering wheel, so now I have no sound. So I can't tell me what my spotter's saying, so that doesn't help. Just trying to drive on by, though. Hopefully you guys can still hear me and hear the sound of the cars. 73 laps to go. We'll ride along with the in-car cam. The next few laps will alternate through the cameras. All I'm hearing is a bunch of popping noises right now. This is kind of weird. A little tight there off the exit of turn 4. We're trying to get this car to turn right now. It takes us about 40 laps into a run. We can get a good jump on the restart, but then we're just holding on for dear life for about 30, 40 laps or so. So we are currently in 9th on the racetrack. Kyle Busch and I had not the best restart. We made contact multiple times in 2 separate ends of the racetrack. Trying to get the car to turn once again. Harvick leading the field. This could be a prediction for what could happen later. I know my preseason prediction. Oh, driving it in deep there for 3 and 4. Hard contact. It's going to hurt the handling of the car a little bit. Drove it in way too deep that time. We're going to lose even more ground. Again, though, my preseason prediction, I had Kevin Harvick winning the race at Phoenix. And coincidentally enough, I have him winning in my week-by-week predictions video as well. And now he's leading this race. Man, we're driving it in way too deep. Really trying to get hard on the brakes, but it's killing our tires too. I mean, we're down to 84% tire wear. I don't think the tires are going to last the rest of the way. We don't even know entirely if the fuel's going to last the rest of the way. 72 laps is our expected fuel tank right now. I mean, this is going to be a fuel mileage race, that is for sure. Crazy one at that. 68 to go. So we're roughly 3 laps to the good on fuel. That could change. We'll see how that will play out. Trying to get around Matt DiBenedetto in the 95 car. He's going to try to cross us over now off the exit of turn 2. Can we beat him into 3? Yes, we do. Car's a little tight on entry and loose on exit. We're trying to tough it out though, as long as we possibly can. So with 65 to go, Harvick just pulling away from the field right now. We're still in 9th. See Kyle Busch caught up in this traffic too. Is Harvick going to be the guy to beat in the late going here? He hasn't caught lap traffic yet. You can still see how crazy it is. 3 wide up ahead of us now. We're probably going to join this pack here in no time, the way they are all racing with each other. Driving it in deep through 1 and 2, trying to get it to hold. Logano, Keselowski. 3 Penske teammates running 7th, 8th, and 9th. 2 of them are side by side of Logano and Keselowski, at least right now. Trying to gain on them a little bit there. Big run to the back bumper of both of them here, trying to cross them over. Got the run coming out of the corner. Checking on the throttle. 3 wide with all the Penske guys now going into turn 3. This could get dicey. Just going to clear Logano. Keselowski still to the outside of us as we're driving loose off of turn 4. Staying in the gas, and we're still side by side right now for 7th. Big dive now in the corner. We're going to clear Brad Keselowski for position, and we're going to beat Bowman back to the gas in the process. Look at us go to the inside of Bowman now for 6th. Ty Dillon, top 5 performance, slight contact at the back of his bumper. Bowman back to 5th now. Is Kyle Busch going to get around him? Chase Elliott still on older tires, trying to hold on for 3rd as we were looking to make it 3 wide there into turn 1. This is crazy. Short track racing at its finest here at Phoenix early this afternoon. Back to the inside again, taking it 3 wide. This is getting tight off the exit of turn 4. What craziness is going on right now? Now we're side by side with Dylan. Will he try to thread it 3 wide up the middle? No. He can't do it there. We're looking on Kyle Busch and Elliott, who are now side by side. Busch trying to get around him on the outside. We're going to take it to the inside. 3 wide now for 3rd through turns 3 and 4. Look at this. Battling for position. Side drafting off the 9 of Elliott. Busch drives around the top side. We're going to catch our first lap car here in this transition. It's going to be Ryan Truex. And now we try to take it 3 wide again into turn 1. Busch being sandwiched for now. We're going to clear Kyle. Nope, can't quite clear him. He's sucking right off the right rear corner panel. Huge side draft, and we're still side by side for 3rd. Blaney going to clear him. Crossover now by the 18. Can we hold the corner off exit? Yes, we do, but here comes Busch again. And now Busch has the advantage into turn 3 on the bottom. We'll let him go. We'll try to cross him over in the middle of the corner, beating him back to the gas. Contact now off the exit of 4. Busch can't clear us yet. Oh my goodness. Driving it deep into turn 1. What a battle for the 3rd spot here. We cannot clear each other. We're still side by side. It's been going on for almost 5-6 laps now. Oh, slight contact with Busch. He makes a great save. Doesn't overcorrect it. Well, it's one way to get the 3rd. Wasn't going to try to do it that way, but that's just how it ended up working out. That wasted so much time, though. See how many laps we've got left when we come to the line. Hamlin still staying with Harvick. About a half second back of him through the lap traffic. 55 laps to go now here at Phoenix. Who can make it on fuel? Everybody's trying to push the limits. Our right front tire is not going to make it to the end. I can all but guarantee it. We're probably going to have to take 2 right sides only on a green flag stop at some point in time, but we're going to stay out as long as we can. Hope for a caution, maybe. Despite the fact we might be the fastest car on the track now. All the way to the top side here to try and get around McDowell and Bubba Wallace through turns 1 and 2. Harvick, Hamlin now bumper to bumper through the dogleg. You could see him all the way out ahead. Only 2 lap cars currently in between us. Harvick trying to work around another guy. It looks like it's his teammate Almirola who's holding them both up, and now they're side by side for the lead down the backstretch. They keep racing like that, especially with the lap traffic too. We're going to catch them in no time. Oh man, getting tight. Staying in the gas, though. Not going to give up now. Big run on Newman through 1 and 2. The lead, for us at least, is now cut down to 3 seconds. Still Hamlin and Harvick battling hard. Closing in on 50 short laps to go to the end of this race. The intensity is definitely picking up. I mean, it's been picked up basically since the start of the 3rd stage. Well, even the end of stage 2 when we had that battle at the end for the stage when we got passed on the last lap by Harvick. Well, we have something similar to that with a We had a 4-lap race to the finish in that stage. Everybody on fresh tires. Ooh, a little tight off of turn 2 into the wall. That's going to cost us a ton of time. We were about 2 seconds back. Now we're about 2.5 to 3 seconds back. Trying to run it hard. We got to save that right front tire, though, and that definitely didn't save it whatsoever. Harvick trying to go around the outside of a lap car. Will Hamlin try to go underneath him? Or will he follow him on the top side to get around the lap car first? Harvick got by him. Hamlin goes around the bottom, and he's still trying to chase the 4 car. Harvick now to the inside of another lap car. So we got about 2 to 3 lap cars in between me and second place Denny Hamlin. Hamlin's working on another one. It looks like Austin Dillon up ahead now. You're definitely closing in on him here. Close race to the finish of this one. "47 laps to go." Hamlin now to the inside of Harvick once again for the race lead. 46 to go. Trying to split the lap car. Up ahead. They do. Harvick still on the outside, barely able to block off Denny Hamlin now for the race lead.
Hamlin seems to go outside and help.
Kevin Harvick still out in front of Hamlin. 45 to go. We are definitely catching him, and here we go. Back to the bottom. Go the 2 ahead of us as we're on the outside. Lap car looks like Ryan Truex going to get in the way. All of us trying to zoom to the inside, quickly using him as a pick. We're going to get down underneath of Hamlin. Almost to the back bumper of Harvick that time. We're going to go down to the apron, cutting the racetrack. 44 to go. Side by side for the lead into 1. We're going to clear Harvick for now. Harvick with a crossover move. Side by side, big block down the back stretch. Blaney trying to stay out in front. Ryan Blaney to the lead here at Phoenix. At the line, 43 laps to go. What a race. Only a half second ahead, but again, that right front tire, we're likely going to have to pit and service it sometime before the end of the race. 42 to go. We'll likely take right sides only to make it as quick of a pit stop as possible. So we now try to pull away from Harvick and Hamlin. Kyle Busch in 4th right now, but he's 6.5 seconds off the lead and still about 4 to 5 seconds behind 3rd place Denny Hamlin. Race not over yet. We're likely going to lose the lead and try to play catch up once again before the end of this race. Oh man, almost put it in the wall. Quickly trying to get to the outside of Joey Gase in the middle of the front stretch, and that almost did not work out for us whatsoever. "40 laps left to decide it all." Now, the sooner we pit, the probably better, but I got to make sure I can at least stay on the lead lap. So we're going to try to stretch this lead out at least a little bit more before we come down and take our right side tires only. Left sides can for sure make it to the end. I already know that the right fronts aren't going to make it. I mean, compared to where the tire percentage is at right now, compared to how many laps left, look at how dicey that was coming out of turns 1 and 2 and into 3 and 4 even. We're doing a great job zooming around these guys, but 38 laps to go. When do we pit? We're going to bring it down right now. Not going to waste much time at all here. Got to make sure we don't speed. Get it down to 45. Easily did. And we will take right side tires only. We'll repair whatever damage we've got. And we will put a half can of fuel in just to make sure that we can make it to the end. That's another thing too. We're only 2 laps to the good on fuel. We're not sure how everybody else is on fuel. To the finish, and a caution is going to fly. Wow. Caution is out for the 9th time in this race with 38 to go, and it was after we were already on pit road, so we're going to hold on to 3rd. Harvick did get the lead back. Fortunately, though, we cannot take right sides only. We were already committed to, or sorry, we cannot take 4 tires. We were already committed to right sides. Oh, Lord. Well, guys, here we go. 34 laps to go here in this one. Maybe Kyle Busch is back in it again. Another crazy restart coming your way. Green flag back in the air. Quickly down to the inside. Taking it 3 wide. On the front stretch. We'll clear everybody before we get into turn 1, but can we hold on to the lead? And for the final 34 laps, now everybody can make it on fuel after the caution. Nobody elected to pit that time. And for the 5th time in this race, Ryan Blaney will take the lead here at Phoenix with 33 to go. 6th time, rather. Couldn't have picked a more opportune time to pit. It's unbelievable. Now I'm just hoping we stay green to the end. We got 2 fresher right side tires compared to everybody else in the field. Five drivers have now DNF'd through the 9 cautions in this race. 35 of them still on the racetrack. Oh, a little tight off of turn 4. We're still good. 31 to go. We just got to take care of the car at this point and hope that we don't get a caution. Harvick still in 2nd. Kyle Busch up to 3rd. Maybe trying to get around him now as they're bumper to bumper. Back there behind us. 30 to go. Praying that we don't get our 10th caution of the race and that we make it all the way back to the checker. A little tight again there through turns 1 and 2. We're keeping it off the wall though. We're racing good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right when I spoke too soon, a huge bobble there. I think we barely kept it off the wall again, but this car's definitely a little bit looser now though. It's getting tight, but I think it's just because I'm overdriving the corners a little bit. It's definitely looser with only the 2 right sides on the car versus whatever's left on the left sides. Only process of getting back into the gas a little too soon through 3. Still holding on to it, trying to expand the lead. We'll catch lap traffic before the end of this one. Good chance we're going to go 4-0 here in this one. I knew it was going to be close. Last caution definitely might have saved me. It would have been close if we could have came back those two right side tires. It definitely wouldn't have been impossible, but the amount of laps we had left, about 37, 38 to go. Caution definitely didn't hurt us. It definitely helped. Now we have 25 laps left. Over the 2 o'clock hour, or 2 o'clock, over the 2 hour mark for this race. We're almost 2 o'clock Eastern time here in this one. Back in lap traffic again. I don't know if you guys can hear that noise or not. I mean, this is... It's like random popping noises at random times. I'm still not able to hear the audio for this, so again, I'm hoping that the racing's working. I don't know what that is. A little loose there, getting to the inside of Bubba Wallace. Almost got into the side of the 32 off of turn 4. Again, just trying to be careful now. Caution. Caution is out. Chase Elliott's going to hit pit road. He might have been the one to bring out the yellow, so it's our 10th of the race with 21 laps left. And I think we're going to have to pit for 4 fresh tires this time because Elliott might be able to drive through this field now and win this race if we don't pit along with him. So indeed, that's what we're going to do. We'll fill up the gas tank even though we don't necessarily have to. Actually, no. Yeah, we're not even going to put fuel in it. No need to. 4 fresh tires though for sure. And we will have another restart after our 10th caution of the race. We will have 18 laps to go when we go green here at Phoenix. We're going to restart in 10th. Elliott on the inside behind us in 11th. Truex got the free pass. He's in 12th right now. The green flag is back in the air once again here at Phoenix. Another crazy restart to come here in this one. Getting through the shifts pretty quickly. How do we get around these guys going into turn 1? Trying to race clean. Boxed in for at least a moment. On the outside, quickly now down to the bottom. 3 wide for a short moment there down the backstretch. Trying to get through these cars before Elliott goes down loose. Through turns 3 and 4. Drove it in a little too easy. Hold on to it. Contact now with Suarez. 17 laps to go. Another big dive bomb. Oh, contact. Craziness of what's going on here in this race in the late going. Contact there through the dog leg with Harvick. Kyle Busch has gotten to the lead. Can he hold on? Chase Elliott is trying to run us down from behind here on the 4 fresh Goodyears as well. Elliott might have a chance to lead. Remember, we are not as fast on the longer run. Last thing I wanted to see was that last caution. To the inside of Busch for the lead off of turn 4. Side by side. Elliott in the mix as well. Barely leading the lap at the line. We took the lead with 15 to go. Contact with Kyle Busch now. Coming out of the dog leg. And now we're loose, getting in turns 1 and 2. Chase Elliott to the bottom. And as the crowd goes while. Elliott looking for the lead off of turn 2. He clears it. Chase Elliott to the lead with 14 laps to go here at Phoenix. Can he drive away now, or will we have a shot to get him back before the finish? It'll be interesting to see if we catch lap traffic before the end of the race, and will a caution come out before the end? Also, back down to the bottom again on Elliott. Elliott holds on. Just waiting for our car to kick in at this point. 13 laps to go. Elliott slightly pulling away from us now. 12 laps to go at the line. Chase looking to make it to the playoffs with his first win of the season and put our undefeated 3-0 season to rest. That late race caution was not what we could have afforded, but we still do have enough laps to get by him again. We might catch lap traffic before the end of the race as well. Looking high on Elliott that time, not going to get him. 11 to go. Good run through turns 1 and 2, trying to stay equal now. Driving it in, we're getting into the corners a lot better than he is. Can we get off? He's beating us back to the gas though, but we're beating him in the brakes. 10 laps left now for Elliott. Trying to beat him once again. Through turns 1 and 2, closing into the back bumper of Elliott. We're going to take the dive to the inside into 3 and 4, side by side for the lead. Blaney on the bottom, Elliott on the top. Trying to side draft off of him, can't quite do it. Elliott blocks us now with 9 to go. And we are getting closer to the lap traffic. Now looking to the outside means we haven't been able to pass him on the inside, and here we go. Chase Elliott. Still out in front. Oh, drove it in a little too deep there into 3 and 4. Trying to get it to stick off the exit of the corner. Not quite. 8 to go. Elliott still wins. Is a pick down to the bottom, Blaney to the lead off of turn 2, clearing Elliott. How will the lap traffic pay off now to the end of the race? Elliott trying to play cat and mouse with us now. Blaney with 7 laps to go. Down to the bottom again. Hopefully that sound stops now. Once again, here we are. About a second and a half lead on Elliott, trying to get through the lap traffic. That got very tight again. Trying to scoot on by. Big slide job through 1 and 2, trying to get around DJ McLeod. Just over a 1 second lead on Chase Elliott, trying to hold him up to the finish. Will we stay green? Last thing I can have is another caution. We had one just a little bit ago. Trying to get through the lap traffic. 5 laps to go now here at Phoenix. Oh, contact with Cooper Joy. Able to hold tight. Left here at Phoenix. Blaney trying to win. We get a caution, we go to overtime, and it will be our 11th caution of the race. But until now, we got a 3-second lead on Elliott. Pulling away, just hoping we can get to the white flag. It's been a crazy race, to say the least. But now we have 2 laps to go at the line this time. Again, can we get to the white flag? Down to the apron. Trying to cut the lap down as much as possible to get to that white flag. So close. Half lap away, half mile. Through turns 3 and 4. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go here at Phoenix. We will get to the white flag. We had a test with a late race caution in this one, something I didn't want to see, but we were able to catch Elliott after we got passed by him. Chase led his first and only laps of the race so far. And now we roll into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Ryan Blaney will win his 4th race of the season, setting 4th and 1 on the year. Blaney is going to get the win here at Phoenix. Awesome job. What a race. Had to work for that one with the steering wheel on the short track. Burning rubber. A little bit of a drag burnout. Yeah. Puffing smoke. Look at that. Yeah. Somehow I haven't blown the engine yet. We might have. We might have blown the engine. No, we didn't. Wow, we saved the engine. Nice. That was a fun one. 2 hours, 14 minutes total time in this one again. Kyle Busch won stage 1, finished 3rd. Harvick finished 4th. He won stage 2. Chase Elliott with a runner-up finish out of nowhere. Ty Dillon surprising everybody, finishing in. Dillon finished 9th. That is going to be the end of this one. Thanks for watching as always. For more NASCAR daily content, hit the subscribe button down below. We'll have post-race analysis after the Cup race at Phoenix later today for the Fanshield 500. We got the win here in this one. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the race, the commentary, the video in general, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.